Hey, folks. Welcome to a brand new episode of the Team GOWGO Wrestling Podcast. We are already on our 80th episode. Can't believe it's already been that many. We're your hosts, Blitzball Champ, and on the other line via Skype, Hollywood Cinema. What's up?
What's up?
All is well?
Everything slammy, slappy.
Good. I'm going to go ahead and open us up with a random pro wrestling question just off the top of my head that's been kind of hot on my mind to kick things off.
Okay.
Who do you feel Drake Maverick will or should pick as Drew Gulak's opponent for the Cruiserweight Championship at SummerSlam?
Oh, he's picking? Oh. I don't know. Who is there?
Well, I mean, who do you think deserves a shot? Because I
don't think anybody does.
like I said, Mike Kanellis had an opportunity. All he had to do was beat Drake Maverick, but he failed. So.
Oh, that's beautiful. It should have been, well, no, that would have been heel versus heel, so that would have been pointless. Yeah, they're, I don't know, man. 205 Live is a weird thing. They need to bring in some new people.
You know, I was thinking because they've been doing some, promos / interviews with them. I'd say probably Humberto Carrillo.
That could be good if they've done something to introduce the idea. I'm like, yeah.
I mean, I say that only because, they have a history. They do have a history. And like I said, they've been giving him a lot of promos and just, him talking about, his path to the Cruiserweight Championship and just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I guess after seeing, like, the one thing I watched in 205 Live in the last month was, like, a tag team match, and that didn't seem like it was positioning Carrillo anywhere
right.
near the top. And I feel like at this point, that should have been built towards instead of just being an afterthought. But, I mean, it's possible, I guess.
Because, honestly, I was thinking either him or Oni Larkin.
Yeah, I just feel like they just really have not actually done anything to build anything.
Yeah. But,
which seems kind of like, I guess that's what takes me out of it, because it just doesn't, if you haven't done anything to build it up, I don't know how I'm supposed to give a crap.
Well, my guess is either Drake Maverick will pick or he'll have some sort of match to determine a number one contender next week.
That would make more sense.
Yeah. But it would not surprise me if it was Humberto Carrillo or Oni Larkin.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But anyway, had quite a weekend last weekend. Let's start off with GalaxyCon, which you and Beautiful Nightmare joined me in the Thursday evening.
See,
we had a
photo opportunity.
We had a handful of wrestlers at this event, with a couple of them being WWE superstars.
See, two good ones, one annoying one.
Wait, which one's the annoying one?
Seth Rollins would be the annoying one.
Ah, I see.
Obviously, he is the most uncool of them all.
But I'll say this. So I got to meet for the WWE superstars. I got to meet the man, Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch.
With a photo op for you.
Did a pro photo op with her. She was really, really cool. Very attractive. I also participated in the Q&A session that involved her, Seth Rollins, and Braun Strowman. And I got the chance to ask her a question. So
nice.
So my question that I asked her was, one, I really enjoyed her Royal Rumble match with Asuka, and what was it like to work with Asuka? And she pretty much said that she enjoyed working with Asuka. She hits hard. and you have to be very much conditioned on your cardio because Asuka has a lot of energy, and she would love to have another match with Asuka if she quote unquote resurfaces.
Oh, that's disrespectful.
And it's funny because
Resurfaces.
Seth Rollins in response was like, Asuka's still around. She's in a tag team, and Becky Lynch was like, I don't know what it is about these ladies that once they lose to me or once they, get lost in the shuffle, they're just, I don't deal with them anymore. So
Oh yeah.
I was like, geez.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
like it hasn't happened to you, Becky. It happened to you after you lost the second time to Alexa Bliss.
I was just thinking to my mind, I'm like, you do realize she beat you in that match, right?
All right, like clean too.
Yeah, made her tap. So, but I mean, it was all
Yep.
cool. I just thought it
Yeah,
was, really cool. Her response was cool and pretty funny as well. Um, Also got to meet Team Extreme, Matt and Jeff, the Hardy Boys.
Forty boys.
Um, also did the pro photo op with them. They had a separate Q&A session with them and Charlotte Flair. I got a chance to ask Charlotte Flair a question, which was pretty much she had a moment at at the Royal Rumble with Kairi Sane. They traded chops, and I was like, can we look forward to seeing y'all go at it between now and WrestleMania? All she said was, I hope so.
Nice.
I was like, okay, kept it simple.
Yeah, because she knows she's
Um,
gonna be busy getting shoved into main event spots. So and I don't think Kyrie's having that happen anytime soon.
nah, not at all.
Yep.
Um, we also had a bunch of other wrestlers as well as part of veterans or Hall of Famers. We had got to meet Ric Flair. Ric Flair was really cool. Still styling and profiling.
Of course he is.
We had Road Warrior Animal, which I thought was really cool
Correctly.
how they let those that wanted to meet him pose a picture with him wearing his shoulder pads.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool that anybody could wear the spike shoulder pads. Um, we had Arn Anderson, the Enforcer. Arn Arn Anderson was there. Summer Rae was there, which it was funny because I took a close look at her. I'm like, okay, that is her face because I couldn't
Change
tell.
their hair color. Their
Yeah,
brown hair.
yeah, it's like brownish, like it's like a reddish brownish color.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could not tell that was her from like normal distance, so I had to get closer. I was like, okay, yeah, that's Summer Rae. Um, let's see, who else did we have? So we had a bunch of the Queens of Combat. We had Veda Scott, Savannah Evans, Kimberly was there, Ariel Monroe was there, Big Swole.
Mm-hmm. Big Swole.
Um, Aja
Kelly
Pereira was
Klein.
there. Zeta Zhang was there. Uh, Diamante, the Queens of Combat champion, was there. Solo Darling and Faye Jackson, the Queens of Combat tag team champions, or at least at the time, they actually lost the titles in night two. Um, let's see, who else do we had? Oh, the Women of Honor champion from ROH, Kelly Klein, was there. So it was a really, really good handful of superstars, and
Superstars.
the three of us got to watch some fantasy cosplay super wrestling,
Yes, we did.
um, which was
The
very
Big Mom played Hella.
entertaining.
Yes. Big Swole played Storm.
Yes, Savannah Evans played as Lana from Archer. Um, Zeta Zhang was Chun Li. So yeah, there was it was definitely very entertaining. Uh, Kelly Klein played like the female Loki. What was that character?
It was Hella.
Hella. That's right.
It
That's
was
right.
played by Kate Blanchett and Ragnarok. Not
Got
Ragnarok. Well, no, it was Ragnarok.
Gotcha. Yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. Like I said, the matches were definitely very entertaining. Unfortunately, in the main event, there was one serious injury, where whoever was cosplaying as Spider-Man attempted to do a 450 splash and landed on his head.
Scary, scary.
Yeah, like
I
it
did fall asleep.
because it was a tag team match, and as soon as I
Well, I
saw,
didn't see it because that'd have been horrible to see. But I think I dozed off for a second. I was a little sleepy.
I see. But yeah, like it was like a couple of seconds after that happened, his tag team partner threw up the X sign, and that's when I knew, oh yeah, because I couldn't tell if he had like rolled onto his head or if he had smacked dab on the top of his head.
Yeah.
But but it was hard to tell at the angle from it, and there were some people in front of me. But yeah, once I saw him give the X, I was like, oh crap, he landed on his head.
Yeah, that's not good. Put up an X in the ring. That's no good.
Yeah, so had to have the paramedics come through. They got the mask off of him. He was moving like hands and limbs and stuff, so he wasn't conscious for a while, but then he eventually, became
Came to.
conscious. But yeah, paramedics had to come through, and I really hope that he was all right.
Yeah, here's hoping. I was about to ask you, had you heard anything about his
Um,
condition? But I think it
nah,
no.
no, I hadn't, but I really hope that he, was able to recover. Hopefully, it's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah.
But it did look pretty bad. But yeah, that was GalaxyCon. Um, it was a lot of fun, and it was good to meet Becky Lynch and Ric Flair and the Hardys. Their North Carolina hometown tag team.
North Carolina.
So that was quite a moment. And I got the chance to go with my dad and a few friends to the NXT Concord show that was this past Sunday, front row. Um, it was pretty fun. I definitely enjoyed the seat that I had. I think I got to be honest with you, bro. This was probably one of the best seats that I've had.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just just
Yep, we
just
had really
mainly
good seafood.
just mainly because of the view. The view was just like perfect. Um, so we had quite an interesting card for this house show. Oh, I did a tweet of a picture of myself in front of the NXT ring. I sent it and tagged it NXT Concord, and they actually put it up on the Titantron, and the announcer actually said my name, Blitzball Champ.
Nice.
It just sucked because at the time that he did that, I was chatting with my friends in the arena, and I wasn't on the same side as the announcer was, which
Uh,
was which was funny because where he was is actually where my seat is.
of course.
So it would have been nice if I was there. I tried to get his attention. I'm like, yo, over here, over here.
Oh,
My dad was like, man, you should have been in your seat when that happened. I'm like, yeah, I
damn.
know.
You do a lot of traveling, but you got to go and shake the hands and kiss the babies when we go out to those wrestling shows.
Yeah,
Because you know everything about it.
true. But that was a really cool moment though. Like that was a really cool moment. Um, but let's get into the card.
Nitty gritty. The nitty gritty.
Um, we had the Velveteen Dream defend the North American Championship against Roderick Strong.
I
Um,
assume Dream came out on top on that one.
yes, it was a good back and forth match, but yes, the Velveteen Dream sealed the victory. He really interacted with the crowd for a long time before he got into the ring.
He seems to be doing that more and more lately, is what I've noticed.
Yeah, like he took
Being
a
more talkative with the fans.
yeah, like he was slapping hands and interacting and just pumping everybody up. Dude, his entrance was freaking long.
Nice. He deserves it. He's amazing.
And gave a lucky girl his three-way glasses. So
Ah,
so I thought that was cool. Um let's see. We had Tyler Breeze versus Cameron Grimes. Um the only thing I didn't like was Tyler Breeze didn't come out with a phone or a selfie stick.
that's kind of weird.
Yeah. That was really weird. I was like, where's your phone? Like,
Yeah, that's your whole deal, man.
but he did interact with the fans, because he's a face now. So I thought that was pretty cool. Um, Cameron Grimes, he did like a little pre-match promo that lasted a long while, actually, trying to, pump up the crowd because he's the hometown hero, but
Ah, yes.
crowd wasn't buying it, and he took a early supermodel kick to the face.
Take it to the grill.
But it was still a fairly good match. Um, dude, when he took the Unprettier, he sold it like crazy. Like
Nice.
he literally like made himself look like he got his head spiked and his body was like a dart upside down.
Ah, he knows how to sell it. Very nice.
Oh, he super sold that Unprettier.
I like it.
But it was a good match. It was a really good match. They are really booking and pushing Cameron Grimes. I think he's really on the up and coming.
Good.
So definitely appreciate that. The Carolina Caveman from Burlington, North Carolina.
Burlington.
But yeah, that was a good match. Let's see. We had Killian Dane versus Mansoor. Um, Mansoor came out after doing a little pre-match promo, interacted with some of the fans, and Killian Dane still retained his usual Sanity music, like the custom Sanity music that's exclusive to him,
Yeah.
which I like. Which I like that theme. But yeah, the Beast of Belfast came in. Went to destroy Mansoor, and then Mansoor, started to make a comeback, but he just got hit with like a 3-move combo. It was like a dang on, like I think it was like a Uranagi or choke slam into a senton into a Vader bomb
Ah, he
combination.
caught the Japanese flurry.
Yeah, and got the victory over Mansoor. So, yeah, Killian Dane. Uh, if you ask me, he looked like he's lost some weight.
I won't be surprised. And they got the performance center right there.
Yeah, like from when he last was really competing, it really looked like he lost some weight. But still as dangerous as usual.
Should be. He's crazy.
Let's see. We had the Street Profits defend the NXT Tag Team Championships against the Forgotten Sons. Um, it was a good match. Uh, Steve Cutler was outside of the ring, right dead in front of me, and he was on the guardrail, and he looked at me. He's like, "Your shirt is ugly." I had on my Io Shirai shirt.
Ah, he's a hater.
Yeah, so it was so funny. He was right smack dab dead in front of me.
Nice.
Um, but yeah, it was a great match. My dad really, really, really loved the Street Profits, and that was his first time seeing them in action.
Ah, very nice. Now he likes the Street Profits. I love it. Street
Oh,
Profits are fun, man.
oh, dude! As soon as he saw like Montez get in the ring, oh shoot, he was sold.
Nice. He is amazing.
But Angelo was pretty much in the match for most of the time, but they traded tags. But got the hot tag in on Angelo, and then he just started wiping out fools, and couple of flurries, a lot of high flying here and there, took out the rest of the group outside of the ring, and then Angelo hit a killer spear to pick up the victory for the team. And,
very nice.
And just like that, Street Profits still your reigning, defending NXT Tag Team Champions.
Oh yeah.
And they celebrated with the crowd for a long time, and it was funny. So they had this old dude that usually picks up the ring gear when they take it off. Montez kept playing with his gray beard.
Oops.
It was so funny. Like, to the beat of their theme, he was flicking his beard.
Oh wow.
Yeah, dude. It was so funny. And they just really know how to have fun with the crowd.
They do. They are good guys.
Yeah. So, of course, it took them forever before they left the ring to go to the back.
Oh, you know they do.
Let's see. Pete Dunne versus Damian Priest. Now, Pete Dunne actually came out and interacted with a lot of the fans. I was actually pretty surprised. He's usually, like,
he does not usually that guy.
I mean, he is a crowd favorite, but he's not usually one that, slaps
glad hands. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he actually did. And Damian Priest came out. He was taunting the crowd, actually posed quite a bit. My dad was actually sold on Damian Priest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
he's a big guy that's really good.
Yeah. And honestly, this was one of the really, really good matches of the card. Just really back and forth. Really, both wrestlers got a chance to really showcase their arsenal. So that's why I really appreciated this match. And sure enough, as surprising to a lot of us, Damian Priest got the upset victory over Pete Dunne.
Yeah, that's pretty surprising. I would expect Pete Dunne to win that match.
Yeah. Pete Dunne hit him with the bitter end, and he kicked out. And it was funny because as soon as the referee was about to hit the mat for 3, Priest grabbed his hand to stop the count, and it was like some like pre-Undertaker mess.
Ah, very nice.
But yeah, a big victory for Damian Priest, and that means so far he's been undefeated since being repackaged as Damian Priest.
Well, I know he should never beat Keith Lee, but that's just me.
Yeah. After the match, everybody gave Pete Dunne a standing ovation. He bowed to the crowd, came out, interacted with some fans, and even signed some autographs on the way back to the back.
Very nice.
I was like, okay, this is totally out of character for Pete Dunne, but okay.
Being nice to the fans now. Whatever will they do?
Yeah. Let's see. We had women's tag team match. We had Rhea Ripley and Reina Gonzalez face off against Mia Yim and Bianca Belair.
Belair.
So this is quite a and Bianca Belair, she came out interacting with all the fans. I was like, what?
Nice. Maybe they aren't making her heel all of that.
Like, it was so interesting. Like, she had the attitude and everything, but she was still going around slapping hands with the fans. And I was like, okay, I'm confused.
Yeah, why didn't they just do this from the get-go?
Yeah. And of course...
Be fair with the Street Profit.
Yeah. And of course, starting out with the match, her and Mia Yim were bickering and arguing back and forth, trading quick tags, which, doesn't surprise me because, I mean, come on, they feuded for a good while.
Yeah.
But, Rhea Ripley was really, really nasty. Like, dude, while she was outside of the ring, one of the folks sitting near me was taunting her, and she shot out a snot bubble.
Ew.
I was like, you get that crap away from me.
What?
Like, dude, like, I know it was acting, but that was a real snot bubble. I'm sorry, but
No, it's probably gnarly. Blowing snot rockets and shit.
oh, speaking of which, slight detour at Queens of Combat back at GalaxyCon. One of the wrestlers, who looks like a grandma, Thunder Kitty. She had a tag team partner that was like a maid slash like baker, had a plate full of cookies, and
Mm-hmm.
she started taunting me, and she took one of the cookies and stuffed it down her shirt and crotch and proceeded to give it to me. I was like, no.
Oh, who did?
The Thunder Kitty, the old grandma looking wrestler.
Oh,
Like she
no.
literally in front of me took that cookie and shoved it down her crotch. I was like, you can have that cookie. I don't
Yeah.
want that cookie.
Ew.
Also, Kelly Klein and I interacted. She threw her opponent to the turnbuckle twice, and then I yelled, "Hey, guy!"
He thinks somebody's knocking on the door, but nobody's knocking.
Um,
Guy, off.
so I
Come
yelled
here.
out, "One more time, Kelly! One more time!" And she looked at me and she's like, "Oh, you want one more time? I got you. One more time." So she did it one
Yes.
more time,
Oh,
and then
cool. She
afterwards,
actually answered your one more time, champ.
I was like, "Thank you." She's like, "You know it."
Nice.
Like, that was really cool. And I was hating on her opponent because I was like, Kelly's gonna kill you. And she looked at me, she's like, really? I don't even get a chance. And then after she lost,
No.
after Kelly Klein beat her, she came out the ring and she came straight to me and stared at me for like at least 25 seconds. And I was just looking at her. I was like, I'm just being real.
You had all the reactions
I'm just being real.
at the show.
And she's like, I'm going to remember this. You better not
You
ever
should.
show up to one of these again because if I see you, you're going to get it. And I was like, I'm just being real.
I mean, definitely not if you're gonna face Kelly again. You ain't gonna get nothing. You're gonna get beat again, lady.
Hey, shoot. you know? But, anyway, back to the NXT Concord. Mia Yim and Bianca Belair got the victory. Mia Yim hit Reina Gonzalez with the protect your neck. It was so funny because she got her in a position to do it, and then I yelled out, "You better protect your neck!" And Mia was like, "You know it," and then hit the finisher.
Nice. You're getting all the reactions.
Oh yeah, and
Was anybody else even at that show?
now that you ask, I'm gonna be honest with you. This was not a sold out show.
It wasn't a sold out show. Oh
This
man,
actually was not a sold out show.
that's what's starting to happen here now lately. Stuff isn't selling out.
Like, dude, when me and my dad got to the parking lot,
And
like,
Emily,
there really weren't that many people lined up. And by the time we got out the car, they had started letting people in, and it just went through like a breeze.
So that's crazy considering Arch. Hmm.
Was his girl there?
Was your Beautiful Nightmares asking if the lady you knew was there?
Nah, she wasn't there, unfortunately.
She didn't show up. That's a boo.
Wasn't that last one either. I wonder what happened to her.
Yeah, maybe she should stop going to wrestling shows. Maybe she's just like New Japan only. I never meet a nice guy at any of these shows. Except for that one guy, I never asked me my phone number.
Oh my goodness. Really? Do you have to go there?
Yes, I do.
Oh
I'm never gonna let you forget. You're gonna learn your lesson.
You're gonna find her. You're gonna marry her, and y'all are gonna have beautiful babies.
Ooh, I don't know about the marrying part, but yeah,
I don't know
Emily,
about
yeah,
that.
yeah. Even Jason's like, I don't know about that, but yeah, we're gonna find her one of these days. It's gonna happen.
So after the women's tag match, like I said, Mia and Bianca won. Reina and Rhea Ripley started attacking them both. And then, after Mia was still down, out comes Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler.
And she beat up on Mia. Mia tried to fight back, but got locked into the Kirifuda clutch.
I will say she is a war turtle, man.
Yeah.
She is straight up war turtle. And and what's her face is definitely and Bailey's definitely is Blastoise.
And I gotta be honest with you, and I found this out the hard way. But you know what? Outside of the man face and the
Oh, good lord!
Shayna's kind of thick.
Ew, don't be disgusting.
I mean, I'm just being
Ew.
honest.
No, leave it that. Ew. Ew, 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 ew.
But
Red Flintstone with a wig
any,
on.
anyway, after she eventually got up, of course the fans, gave her a standing ovation, and I kept telling Mia, I was like, "Don't worry, that belt's gonna be yours soon." She looked at me, he's like, "Oh yeah."
Oh, all the ladies, all of them were reacting to Jason. You must have been hella close. You were right by their entrance, right?
No, I was
Nope.
I was in the middle of the right side, or excuse me, left
Oh,
side of the ring.
he was, but he was at a different angle. That's weird. You get because we've been close and we get responses, but you're getting mad responses.
Yeah. Um, and we had our main event. Main event was NXT title. It was Adam Cole versus Matt Riddle. Um, Matt Riddle had a long entrance. He literally went around the whole ring, did selfies and fist bumps.
Oh wow, he before he got back in the ring. That's funny,
Yeah. And
bro.
then he finally got in the ring and kicked off the flip flops as usual. Of course, big pop for Adam Cole. This was a great match. It went back and forth. Um, Matt Riddle kicked out of the Panama Sunrise. And it was just really back and forth. Riddle had Adam Cole in the bro mission, but like at the last moment, Adam Cole, it looked like he let go of it and then immediately got hit with the last shot from the back.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how Adam Cole got the victory. So there was no interference or anything like that. It was all.
Oh, clean.
It was clean.
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny how when we went to NXT Durham, those two opened the show.
Yeah. How different of almost a year can make.
Yeah, and then this show they were the main event. But yeah, Adam Cole retained. And then afterwards, Riddle got on the mic to, chat for a bit. Killian Dane came in to try to interrupt that. But Matt Riddle fought him off and then got back on the mic to finish what he was saying, which was pretty much, a big thank you. The crowd was awesome, blah, blah, blah. And, yeah. Then he went around the ring again to do more pictures and selfies and fist bumps and all that.
Oh, yeah.
So
a lot of interactions. How shows are good for.
That was just the first time that, I went to a show and got out of there and it was still light outside. Because the show was at 5.
Oh, was?
Yeah, it was at 5.
I didn't realize the show started at 5, damn.
Yeah. So yeah. But definitely was not as many people. It wasn't
got sold out, obviously.
Yeah, so that was really strange. That was really, really
strange. No, it's not super strange. Considering the product is just people just aren't going to the shows anymore. Although NXT, you would think people still go to the shows, but I guess it trickles. I guess there's more people like me than I thought.
Yeah.
Just like, I can't give y'all my money, man. Like, I like NXT and all that. That rest of that content.
Oh yeah.
Just a little bit. I still like NXT. I still watch it on Hulu
whenever I get a chance. I haven't watched it, but I forgot most of the taping stuff. I'd read all the tapings and then forgot.
Ah, I see.
And now I think it's back to being like recording it. There might be a new set of tapings by now.
Okay, so question for you. Should we save the G1 Climax to the end or go ahead and do it now and do WWE stuff or what?
No, let's save G1 Climax to the end because G1 Climax is the most important thing. WWE stuff is throwaway.
You got a deal. Okay. So, Raw, which, we won't take too long on Raw.
No, because it's not. It's okay, but it ain't great.
So, so now, first off, as we discussed earlier today, so now I finally figured out who Drake Maverick's wife is. She was Renee Michelle from the first Mae Young Classic,
Yeah.
who lost in the first round against Candice LeRae. It was just so funny because I saw her gear because they opened up with a tag team match, and I saw her gear and I was like, wait a minute, that looks familiar. And then when I looked back at that, I was like, oh, she was in the first Mae Young Classic.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so Renee Michelle is Renee Maverick, is Drake Maverick's wife.
Are they actually? Are they actually married?
I don't know. I'm thinking it's
Yeah.
probably the gimmick.
I'm assuming. Yeah, I'm assuming. They just
But
had somebody that they could use, but it'd be kind of nice if he actually got his wife a job there. It'd be kind of cool, but I don't know.
yeah, but we got ourselves some 24/7 action. Somehow, Mike Kanellis escaped from a pylon with the 24/7 title, and
Yeah.
then poor Mike Kanellis just got the most embarrassing end of the stick by being forced and ordered by his wife Maria Kanellis to lie down for her to pin him, and now
Or
we have our
kick him in the
first.
vagina.
Yeah.
But not the first. She's not the first woman. First pregnant woman.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. She's the first pregnant 24/7 champion, or first pregnant WWE champion of some
You
sort.
shouldn't feel bad for. You shouldn't feel bad for Canellis. He did it to himself.
Yeah, but it's
Maria's the worst.
Yeah, and then she, of course, was talking smack and walking around, and honestly, it looks like she's gonna have that title for a while. Cause who's gonna take it from her?
I really wish. See, this is the thing. If they give it to her and she has it through the next couple of weeks, they've just killed all the momentum that thing had. To be honest with you, like that was the first time I was ever like, oh yeah, I don't care about 24/7. I mean, I don't really care about 24/7 championship, but it's the first time that segment was not the best thing on the show.
I see what you're saying, but
And it's because it went to like death heat. That is Maria.
yeah, and like I said,
Vortex of suck.
I'm just thinking, like honestly, there's no telling how long she's gonna have that title. Because I mean, if the whole idea is, I mean, who's gonna try to cover her or attack her? She's pregnant, so
Carmella. I don't know. I just hope. I need them to get. She should have never been the champion. I'm sorry. I would have been fine if she was like not pregnant, but her being pregnant just it's like, oh, so I'm gonna have to sit through weeks of her just being even worse.
Yeah, because she now has a trinket that she can continuously have even more power to just bash and look down on Mike Kanellis.
Yep.
Which
Kanellis is getting buried.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. Like, it's worse than the whole like Kurt Hawkins, Zack Ryder losing streak, MVP losing streak.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just embarrassing. And of course there's no surprise with this. Ricochet wins a gauntlet match to become number one contender and challenge AJ Styles for the United States title at SummerSlam.
Yeah, rematch is not a automatic contractual rematch.
Yeah. But
I just want to have all these convoluted ways to do this now.
But I have to admit, the matches in this gauntlet were pretty good, though. They were actually,
of course they were. I wish that sometimes there was different outcomes they could go with, but I get it.
Yeah, but
I get it.
And Rey Mysterio had his mask removed.
Yeah, why?
Which, I mean,
isn't there going to be like a hair versus mask match? I saw some meme.
I mean,
that sounds legit.
At the end of the day, all that have watched WCW already know who Rey Mysterio looks like anyway. So I mean,
hey, he looks like a 10-year-old little boy.
Yeah, pretty much. But
I'm assuming he still looks exactly the same.
But I think one thing he said in an interview or article was that he wants to eventually retire the mask from him and pass it down to his son Dominic.
He should, because he is a Rey Mysterio Jr.
Yep.
He's a junior. And that's how that family does things. So.
Yeah.
It should be assumed.
And you know something? Why not Rey Mysterio against Drew Gulak?
That's too much like right. That's also bringing a name that has nothing going on the main roster that could fit on that show and bring more people to it. That makes too much sense. So that's why.
Because for he could be a great example of who could even help put Drew Gulak more over.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely be honest with you. Drew Gulak's great and everything, but Rey Mysterio would definitely go over in the first match for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. But subsequently, yeah, he would get that back, but he would definitely lose the first one. Get the fuck out of here.
But this is WWE, so
yeah, true.
So on a bright side, we have new Raw Tag Team Champions in the form of Gallows and Anderson as part of the OC.
The OC!
Yes. The champions we deserve to have.
Yes, too bad it's on a shitty show.
True, but I mean...
Hopefully they won't get lost in the shuffle like they do with whoever wins the belt. They just kind of get lost.
Well, with the reforming of the club, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
Well, I think it could still happen because, what happened last time they had the belts? I feel like the club was the thing then, too. And they just kind of weren't on TV or weren't involved in any storylines and were just kind of fodder.
Well, yeah, they did kind of botch the reunion, the first attempt, but I think this second attempt I think it's a little more established, but they botched that first attempt.
I just feel like anybody who gets belts, like it's the same thing with Intercontinental Championship, U.S. Championship. It just kind of doesn't really lead to bigger things. It just leads to like even more stagnation.
Yeah.
But it's from the way that they write their champions and the way they write their shows that stagnation is prevalent to me. It's the cause of it.
Yeah, that's a fair point. But I'm just glad to see, them, actually winning matches, and they look good. This is a temporary victory. It's just a matter of how long are they gonna ride this. But the OC looks strong right now. They all three have belts, so it's looking good right now. For now.
Yeah, of course. All is good now because they're not on TV at this current moment.
Yeah.
That's when it turns bad.
Viking Raiders squash some more locals.
Wasting time again because they're not faces for some reason. So we gotta arbitrarily make them tread water till we get rid of the heels.
Let's see. We had Becky Lynch beat Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, but then gets attacked by Natalya. Well, actually gets attacked
let's be real.
Alexa
Becky
faked the injury.
Yeah, and Becky also attacked Natty when she saw her training. So let's not forget that.
Yes, that is true.
Becky did some heel bullshit and attacked her out of nowhere.
That is true.
It's just like, what the hell is happening?
Natalya got her some payback. Locked her in
She
the
actually did
sharpshooter.
what Becky would do. That's a fun thing. Like she basically became the Becky because Becky was like Charlotte and just attacked for no reason.
Yeah.
Probably because she was scared or something. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, cool. I'm not going to let you just beat me up. And it's just like, are you guys doing that on purpose? Because she's going to get cheered in Toronto, which I feel like you would do the exact opposite. Have her attack Becky. It's staying tall, but no, 50-50 even in that.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah. Natalia got the last laugh in that scuffle by locking in the sharpshooter on Becky.
Yeah, I wanna make this match a submission match, but you're not going to take it. What?
You know
Just
what? It really
can't
should
you
be
just
a
call her a
submission
chicken?
match.
You can't, like that's what I'm assuming it's going to be. You can't just say you're too afraid to take me, member of the heart, the last member of the heart dungeon on one in a submission match. You ain't got to preface it as some weird statement and then diss. She's like, who talks like that? Nobody.
I know, right?
Yeah, you just get to the point. You're like, yeah, you're scared to face me in a submission match. I know you are. And
Yeah,
then it's just like, well, no, I'm not. Then make it like, haha, dumbass. I got you to ask for it.
but
And it's whatever.
Seth Rollins got destroyed
It's funny how he got destroyed too after
by
Vince said
Brock
that
Lesnar.
bullshit.
Like,
Said all that bullshit. But
I
okay,
mean, oh, go ahead.
only thing no, well, I was just thinking the only thing different between this and the last time Seth got destroyed by Brock Lesnar is that the chair was up.
Yeah,
I feel like the last time he just came in with suplex the shit out of him and threw him through all the tables and F5'd him 5 times, and Seth was able to get back up. So I guess if you add a chair,
yeah,
it makes it harder.
and the ribs were targeted heavily.
Yes, and
From
I
the
bet you he'll be
F5s.
fine in 2 weeks.
But
Totally fine.
yeah, man, it looked bad. And then out of nowhere, and then Roman Reigns and Becky Lynch are sitting there just watching, and then Roman Reigns gets ambushed, by Samoa Joe and the OCs. They ambush
Yeah.
him and the Usos, and
Yeah, I don't know why the OC would join in on that. To be honest with you, that doesn't really make any sense to me.
yeah, that was really random.
That's just like we just need bodies. We just need bodies. Come out. Because there is no connection between them. Why would they? That's the whole point of the club. Why would they be working with anybody else?
Exactly.
They think they're better than everybody else. Why would they even waste their times with people who are not in the OC?
True.
Only club that matters. So that by in and of itself would signify that you would not be cheering. Whatever.
Yeah, it was really weird. And then, nope, they don't just ship off Seth Rollins in the ambulance just yet, because Brock Lesnar has a little bit more left for him. He stops the ambulance, pulls him out, beats him up a little bit more, and gives him one last finishing F5 onto the stretcher.
Yeah, just oh my god, I just don't give 2 shits. I should, but I've seen something like this a few times now, and I just don't care because there's only 2 options. Either Brock wins and I'm even more bored, or Seth wins and he's super boring. There's neither option is a good one.
There's really no win-win situation.
There isn't because both options are boring. And just one's more frustrating than the other. That's it.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar wins and Universal Championships chilling until Survivor Series.
Yeah.
And they're just going to sit around and do nothing.
Survivor Series is September or October?
I want to say it's like November because Survivor Series usually used to be around Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because
that was the tradition. Hell in a Cell is usually in October.
Yeah, and September is Clash of Champions.
Yes.
Which that was advertised at the NXT Concord show. SmackDown.
Yeah.
So is it me, or has Drew McIntyre just been on a big losing streak lately?
Well, maybe.
Because he lost again against Kevin Owens.
I feel like, well, technically he would have won that Cedric Alexander's second match if it had actually been a match.
Yeah.
So he got his win as a tag team with Shane. I feel like he's won more than he's lost. In all
Yeah.
honesty, I just feel like the losses have meant more, right?
Well, I guess, but I don't know. He really isn't booked the way I like for him to be booked. So I mean,
No, who is?
but
None who are booked the way they should be booked.
and then the thing that even like shocked the mess out of me even more
Hmm.
was Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross defeated Bailey and Ember Moon,
Yeah.
and Bailey, of course, hits Ember Moon with a Bailey to belly, which that part doesn't surprise me. But it's like, dang, like, are y'all trying to kill any
Yes.
any and all the momentum that Ember Moon has? Like, what the heck?
Well, they effectively did. She does not look strong now. Now they're going to have like what, one more show to do so. So it should feel forced.
But I tell you, dude,
It's
I
forced.
swear, if they add Alexa Bliss to this SmackDown Women's Championship match with Bailey and Ember Moon, I'm gonna snap.
Yeah.
I'm serious. They better leave that match alone. I'm not playing around. If they add Alexa Bliss to that match, I'm a
Yeah.
snap.
Yeah. It'd be so bad.
That will ruin SummerSlam for me. Period.
That would be horrible.
So they got one more show to get through. One more SmackDown to get through.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Don't touch that match. WWE, don't you freaking touch that match. I mean it.
I see.
I don't play. Shoot.
Yeah, you don't play. Phew.
Charlotte Flair crashed the King's Court, laid down a challenge for a match at SummerSlam against Hall of
Yeah.
Famer Trish Stratus.
Yes, out of nowhere.
But, I mean, it doesn't really surprise me. I mean, SummerSlam is in Toronto, so, hometown heroine.
Hmm. Yeah.
But, I mean, I get it, but I just don't see what the point is. And really, I mean, do they really need Trish Stratus to put over Charlotte Flair? Like, come on, seriously?
Yeah, there's some other conspiracy.
I mean, I know y'all trying to put butts in seats, but it's like, dude, like, why? Like,
Yes. Because they got no other ideas.
and then even more insulting, Dolph Ziggler beats Finn Balor.
Yeah, poor Finn. He's just on a down spiral. So he comes back as king. Like it's
Oh,
gonna be, king.
I just thought of
And
something.
what?
In our last episode, number 78, you had asked about somebody who had the second highest merch sales. Could it have been Finn Balor?
Yeah, I mean maybe. I don't know why, but it's just as good as any other.
Oh, okay. Um, Ali got a big victory over Shinsuke Nakamura, over
Yeah.
Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, that felt like, I don't know, 50-50 considering Smackville.
Yeah, it probably was, but I mean, I guess Ali needed a little bit of spotlight. But dang, it did not take long after Nakamura won the Intercontinental Championship to lose his first match. So it's like, geez. And then
Yeah.
main event, champion versus champion, Kofi defeats AJ Styles, which I agree with you. This should have been a no contest or a disqualification.
Yeah.
Because that just really made AJ Styles look weak.
Yeah, they're really good at that.
So, and then randomly, Roman Reigns almost got crushed, which rumor has it that the culprit is Buddy Murphy. Which I guess the whole idea is because he's known as the best kept secret, is that's why he's probably, potentially the culprit that tried to take out Roman Reigns. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. What do you think of that? You think
I think it's going to be dog poop. Well, I hear it's also not going to be him. It's going to be Daniel Bryan. I don't care.
Really, Daniel Bryan? Really?
Yeah. Well,
Like, oh god.
I mean, it's a feather. It's a feather and wet such that.
That just sounds kind of lame, if you ask me. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it for SmackDown.
Right.
Unless you have anything to add.
Hell no. I got nothing to add to SmackDown.
And it looks like maybe because of the promo, out in the parking lot, we're probably gonna get a triple threat for the women's tag titles: Fire and Desire, Kabuki Warriors, Iconics. That's what I'm thinking, and it's probably maybe a pre-show match, but we shall see. But enough of SmackDown. 205 Live.
Okay, 205 Live.
So, the Brian Kendrick and Akira Tozawa defeated the Singh brothers. Not surprised. Singh brothers are mainly a comedy act, just like the Lucha House Party, except the Lucha House Party can wrestle. Lince Dorado defeated Arya Daivari.
Yep.
That was a good back and forth match. And of course, we had the big unsanctioned match between Drake Maverick and Mike Kanellis, where if Kanellis won, he would get a cruiserweight title shot, but he lost. After dominating them for most of the match, Drake Maverick got his Hulk Hogan-like second win and was able to defeat Mike Kanellis.
Yep, Mike Kanellis.
And it was funny because apparently Maria Kanellis was watching on TV in the back. But yeah, and
Where you belong.
He's got to face the wifey now, knowing that he failed. Man, and that's pretty much that. And Drake Maverick in a backstage interview says he's pretty much not going to wrestle again. I'm the general manager, so I need to stick to that. I still need to figure out who I'm going to pick to face Drew Gulak. So I'm sure there will probably be a match next week to determine that. It's just a matter of time. Okay. Let's go to NXT UK. All right. So, Tyler Bate returns, and he storms Imperium. He just charges at Imperium. He wants revenge because they took him out and such. And then apparently we had a match made for the, I believe it's for the NXT UK title.
Okay.
But yeah, we have Tyler Bate versus Walter at NXT UK TakeOver Cardiff. So that ought to be interesting. Let's see. Gallus was in action. Had Mark Coffey and Wolfgang, and they defeated Lewis Howley and Sam Stoker. Which, I mean, it's kind of cool to see those two tag and not always like the Coffey brothers. You know what I mean? But let's see. We also have Rhea Ripley defeated Danny Luna, which I'm not familiar with that name. So, yeah, I'm not familiar with that name. Do you know that name? Because I'm not familiar with that name. But, let's see. Who else? We had Alexander Wolf of Imperium go up against Jordan Devlin, which I thought was kind of weird because those two are normally heels. You know, Jordan Devlin is usually a heel, so I thought this matchup was kind of weird. It was really kind of
Yeah.
weird. But Jordan Devlin apparently tried to ask Sid Scala what's it gonna take? I need to get back into the UK Championship title picture, and yeah, pretty much got fed to Alexander Wolf of Imperium and lost, unfortunately. So yeah, Alexander Wolf's been looking strong since joining Imperium. You know, it's kind of scary. If only he had that much when it came to him being part of Sanity. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's pretty much NXT UK. Did you have anything you wanted to add to that? Let me see. 1 second. Hey! We are live. Oh my goodness.
My Wi-Fi is trash. Did I lose you?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes. Did I lose you?
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
thought I lost you.
you went out for a second. But
Okay.
yeah, I
Well,
couldn't
wow.
hear you for a second. Okay. Where were we? Oh, yeah. NXT UK. Did you have anything you wanted to add to that?
No.
Okay. Now it just leaves NXT, regular NXT, which, so we got the match made for the women's title. So we are gonna get Shayna Baszler versus Mia Yim at Takeover Toronto.
Nice.
Candice LeRae was granted a match with Io Shirai at NXT Takeover Toronto. So we're gonna get 2 women's matches. Fandango made his return to save Tyler Breeze after Tyler Breeze defeated Jackson Riker, which thought was pretty cool. It's good to see them back together. Cameron Grimes defeated Bronson Reed in the semifinals of the breakout tournament. So we got our final set. It'll be Cameron Grimes versus Jordan Miles. Which, I mean, I feel like that's a pretty good finals for this tournament. I don't think you could go wrong with that. So yeah, I definitely feel that's a really good one. Matt Riddle wants some of Killian Dane. He wants Killian Dane badly. Killian Dane's had the upper hand on him. He wants some Killian Dane. It's just plain and simple as that. But and of course we had a match between Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne, which Pete Dunne got the victory. And he got the last laugh on Velveteen Dream by, snapping some fingers. But
Snapping fingers.
Yep. So him and the villain Marty Scurll must get along pretty well.
Right.
But we know we got a triple threat for the North American title and Velveteen Dream, Roderick Strong, and Pete Dunne. But it looks like Pete Dunne is going to be part of NXT for a while, gunning for the North American title.
Nice.
So there you go. Which, I mean, I kind of get it because, I mean, he was NXT UK champion for like a freaking long time.
Yeah, true. Way too long.
But all right, Are you ready for G1 Climax?
I was ready.
Okay. Looking at the standings, we're gonna look at Block A first. So out of these competitors, as of now, are eliminated, have no chance of winning Block A. So at the bottom is Bad Luck Fale with 2 points. Lance Archer, Will Ospreay, Sonata, and Zack Sabre Jr. are all tied with 4 points. So we know for sure that there's no possible way they can win Block A. All right. The competitors that are still alive in Block A, we have Evil with 6 points. We have Hiroshi Tanahashi, Kota Ibushi, and Kenta with 8 points. And standing at the top at Block A is Kazuchika Okada, Rainmaker, with 12 points. So, very interesting. So we know that Okada is the only undefeated one left in this whole entire tournament. Okada is still undefeated. He has the 3 matches he has left are Evil, Kota Ibushi, and Sonata. And to be honest with you, I don't see him losing those matches.
Me either, but I don't even know why Okada's even in this. Because he can't win.
Honestly, I don't think he'll win. Well,
That's kind of the thing. Why have been there if he can't win and he cannot win?
I don't think he'll win the whole thing. Because
He can't. It kills everybody else. That buries everybody.
Yeah, I don't think he'll win the whole thing. I just think it's interesting. And Kenta was on a roll, but then Kenta lost to Okada and Sonata.
Yeah.
Which I was actually kind of surprised that Kenta lost to Sonata.
That was surprising. But that just goes to show that he's still there. He's still Noah.
True.
Over there. And that's just another thing where they're just keeping it
which
like WWE does.
Which, don't get me wrong, I didn't expect Kenta to finish undefeated anyway. So, he was just kind of on a roll and, he was being showcased. So it made sense.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, looking at those that are tied at 8, which are Kenta, Ibushi, and Tanahashi. So, Kenta still has to face Bad Luck Fale, Will Ospreay, and Zack Sabre Jr., which, honestly, other than Will Ospreay, I think he should be able to beat Bad Luck Fale and Zack Sabre Jr.
You would think so.
For Kota Ibushi, he still has to face Okada, Zack Sabre Jr., and Tanahashi, which Tanahashi and Okada will probably be the main 2 that give him trouble. Zack Sabre Jr. not so much. And then Tanahashi still has to face Kota Ibushi, Bad Luck Fale, and Will Ospreay. And then Evil, he still has to face Lance Archer, Okada, and Will Ospreay. But I think it's say that Okada is probably going to win Block A.
You would think so.
So that's Block A for you. Okay, Block B. So the 2 wrestlers in Block B that are eliminated have no chance of winning Block B. Shingo Takagi and Taichi are both tied with 4 points. And then we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-way tie for 6 points are Hiroki Goto, Jay White, Jeff Cobb, Tetsuya Naito, Toru Yano, Juice Robinson, and Tomohiro Ishii. All of them have 6 points. And then the leader of Block B, that
Top
has 10 points, is of course John Moxley.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard you say anything.
Moxley is the man.
Now, the only thing that made me upset is why the heck does Moxley have a freaking loss to Toru Yano? Like,
I was hoping he wasn't going to lose to Yano, but they've had Yano beat some interesting people in this, and it's kind of his thing.
yeah, but
Although Moxley's been smart with all his stuff until now. I don't know why Yano was able to trick him after he's already done it to Jay White, and he tried it with Goto. Like I feel like if he couldn't do it to Goto, he shouldn't be able to do it to Moxley, honestly.
yeah, because he failed miserably trying that mess against Goto.
Yeah, but Goto, but Moxley's been so smart.
Which is why
Now
that
it
makes
just,
sense.
it was kind of odd. It was that seemed like another thing where it's like, okay, we can't have you going into the fight against Okada or something like that in the final both undefeated. Although he should still be undefeated and go on to face Okada in the final.
So let's see who Moxley has left to face. So he still has to face Hiroki Goto, Juice Robinson, and Jay White.
Yeah, and I expect him to beat all of them. I see. Here's the thing. I like that Jay White's storyline is that he has to win. Well, not 6 anymore, but I think it's 4 now, 4 in a row. But Moxley, he can't beat Moxley.
Well, Jay White still has to face Moxley, Naito, Juice Robinson.
Yeah, and that's his storyline right now is the fact that he's got to win all of them just to make up. And he's been telling it to Rocky, yelling at him, taking the moment to rub it in his face. It is his storyline, and that was what I was when I was watching it today. I was just like, yeah, this is why I like New Japan more than WWE. The storylines throughout this tournament that happen organically are better than every storyline that I've had leading up to a pay-per-view for the last 5 years.
Wow.
It is small stuff too. Like it's Lance Archer gaining popularity just for wrestling, right?
Yeah.
He's not having to do anything. His character has not changed at all. He's just wrestling. The stuff with Shingo, man, I watched Shingo and Jay White match, and I was riveted the entire time.
Really?
And I thought Jay White was going to be basically pointless to watch in this damn thing in the first 3 matches because he lost all of them. I was like, oh, it's just a throwaway tournament. But then they turned his story around, and it's about him having to win at the time 6 in a row, winning 2 in a row, and just rubbing it in everybody's face.
Yeah.
And it's just in the match against Shingo was amazing. And I was when it first started, I was like, "Oh, this isn't that great." And it just built and built and built.
Yeah.
And it was really good. The match between, don't even get me started about Ishii versus Moxley, or Moxley versus Moxley versus Shingo was insane.
Yeah.
These matches have been insane. Like, there's matches I could give 2 shits about. But there are multiple storylines from multiple people going in this. And even when you lose, you still don't lose anything because it's treated like a sport. It's treated like Shingo didn't lose anything by losing to Jay White.
Right.
Right? Like that's the thing. If these kind of losses or whatever happened in WWE, it'd be made to be 50-50 booking, everybody gets their heat back, and nobody has any heat at the end of it. But this allows, if you're not a fan of Jay White, you could be praying for your guy to beat him so he can shut the hell up. If you're a fan of Jay White, you're just watching him claw back to get back in this, knowing he's not going to win because there's Moxley and all shit like that. You got Moxley winning everything and just being very smart up until recently, being very smart about the way he goes about things. Him taking out Shingo's knee, then submitting him, amazing. Yeah. Moxley versus Naito. Okay, better than anything I've seen in WWE programming in 5 years once again. And
Yeah.
that was amazing because I knew, and the thing is, I knew what was going to happen in that match. I knew it was going to be Naito taking forever, pissing off John Moxley getting undressed, because that's what he does. Because I know these characters already,
Yeah.
and they play it out. It's not somebody giving them a promo to say. They're allowed to do it in the ring without even having to have a microphone. You see what I'm saying? Like there it's just it's the product is so much better
And I
on
got
every single level.
I got a feeling the match he has with Goto is gonna be.
I'm expecting that to be friggin' amazing because the match Goto had with Jay White was amazing. Like it's
Yeah.
just it's all so good.
Because
Like, I'm just watching in awe. I'm just in awe of the way of the booking on this damn show.
And so far, the longest match Moxley has had in this tournament was over 20 minutes against Tomohiro Ishii.
Yeah, and that match was freaking amazing. Like it's just this. That's how you get. Like I was in that watching that. I was catching up and I was watching Shingo versus Jay White, and I was biting at every single near fall.
Yeah.
I literally had no idea who was going to win because I didn't know if they were going to continue Jay White's thing or if they were just going to have it crash and burn. No, because in WWE, they wouldn't let you have that many stories going on at one time.
True.
Because they couldn't focus on that many people at one time. Because they think you're dumb and that you don't give a shit about that many people. So why would I focus on all of these people? Just focus on the 5 that I like. And
Yeah.
that I being Vince McMahon. It's just like, who gives a shit, man? It's just trash.
Yeah. I definitely agree. You know, it's definitely a lot more interesting, and it just seems like the characters can really be themselves. And
Yeah, they feel like real characters. They feel like these wins and losses, while they mean everything, they don't hurt anybody.
right.
Shingo's not hurt by losing to Jay White. Just Jay White had a better plan, and he had Gato. Like just because he does, it's not just some sneaky roll up win. Unless you're only people who do sneaky roll up wins are Yano,
Yeah.
and that's his whole thing. That's why Goto is watching him the entire time when he's trying to like trade shirts with Goto for the LA Dojo jersey.
Yeah,
Goto,
I saw that.
yeah, and that's amazing.
Goto's
It's just little
like, nope,
shit.
I ain't having
And
that.
he throws it out to the crowd like, no, screw you. Like, I don't want it. Like I don't trust you. Get out of here. And I loved who was it? Shingo trying to get when Jay White rolled out of the ring instantly.
Oh yeah.
And Shingo's just holding open the ropes for him. It's just the stuff they do. These matches have 30-minute time limit, and none of them have gone 30 minutes. And you don't feel like you've lost anything in a match ever. I don't feel even the Zack Sabre and Fale match. I didn't feel cheated by because it made sense. All of it makes sense, and it feels like a sport, so it all matters. I want to see it.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, it's not that hard. It's like they do it effortlessly. It's nothing. They're doing it because they understand these characters matter and their stuff matters. It's not just throwing shit against a wall to see what sticks, as long as it's the stuff you want to stick. Juice versus who did I watch him fight? And it was effing amazing. Versus Ishii. That match was amazing. Amazing. And the whole time I thought, or I wanted Juice to win to get his, but he's already got, like, in the thing I was learning about the fact that he was already at the same amount of points he had 2 years ago in his first one.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he didn't win, I was just like, oh, but I was like, but that was amazing.
I didn't think he was going to lose the Cobb, though.
Me either. And that's the thing. These there are surprises to be had.
Yeah, definitely.
It doesn't feel like, except when it comes to only stuff that usually bugs me is stuff that comes with Okada, booking wise. But everybody else is just like, yo, you were booked beautifully, man.
So let me ask you this: so Okada still has to face Evil, Kota Ibushi, and Sonata. You don't think any of them have a chance at beating Okada?
It's just because it's Okada. I would love for Evil to beat him.
Nah, Evil ain't beating no Okada. as much as
But
I would be
Evil versus Sonata, amazing.
yeah,
Like that. Just another example of how
like
you do that. And it didn't. The team wasn't breaking up. It didn't feel like the team was going to break up. It just felt like it was a match that meant a lot to both of them.
yeah, that match could have gone either way.
And it was that's the thing.
You would think most people would say Sonata's the favorite to win
Because
that, but
I'll tell you this, I expected Sonata to win because the way they usually treat Sonata, but it was another thing where it's just like, oh, but no, Evil is just like, no, I want this too. Like you're just
yeah,
because you've done well before doesn't mean you're just going to run through this.
yeah,
Sorry, and I like that whole idea, and that's a thing that WWE can't do.
true,
And they won't do it. Like they've shown that they won't do it.
right,
They just I don't think it's the fact that they can't anymore. I think it's just that they won't. It's the same reason why they have multi people tag matches for the women's tag team championship without actually organically building multiple storylines because it doesn't matter.
yeah, it really doesn't, and it just
They're going to wait until next week to promote the. All of a sudden, they're going to include two. Basically, I'm guarantee you this. There's going to be two women's tag team matches.
okay.
And that's it. And that's it. Like, and that'll be the lead-in. It will literally mean nothing.
That'll be the lead
And
into
to the multiple person women's tag team championship match because they'll just throw Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross on there, and they'll throw them in on Monday, and then we'll have Mandy and whatever, and they're just going to throw as much as they can.
yeah, yeah. That definitely makes sense. But I definitely think it's probably pretty safe to say that we're gonna get Moxley versus Okada in the finals.
And I
But
actually want that, and I want Moxley to win, even though he won't.
you,
I
it's
will. Ooh, and I'll tell you this, man. That match between Naito and Moxley was another example of why I wish Chris Jericho was better.
uh-huh.
Because they did the exact same kind of things where when Moxley throws Naito through the barricade, he just like literally almost explodes through that friggin' door,
Uh-huh.
and his head almost goes through the bars. I
Ah.
was like, y'all are wildin'. When he literally threw him cannonball into the crowd people, the people in the seats, in those orange seats. I was
Right.
like, y'all are wildin'. It was amazing because he threw him into fans. Like, and it's just when I'm watching that, and then I'm thinking about the Chris Jericho matches. I'm like, oh yeah, those things are not the same. Like, Moxley just shows how much better he is than most people are, and and I can't say that I felt that way about his WWE work. I never felt like his stuff was amazing. It was very just like, oh, okay, the same WWE 5 moves of death that everybody gets.
Yeah, tell me about it.
It's McDonald's. You get the ketchup gun and the mayo gun and you have to
Dang.
you shoot it on a nuke on a lukewarm patty and send it on its fucking way. That is the WWE way. Just sell the merch. Just sell the Happy Meals. Nobody gives a shit about what's in it.
Wow. But yeah, like
Make sure the fries are salty.
yeah, tell me about
That's
it.
it. Nobody gives a shit. Add
But
more chemicals to make it taste like meat because it's been frozen.
but here's the thing, like because AEW's TV deal is coming up, like
Yeah.
how much more can you see Moxley doing before that?
That's the thing. He can't. That's kind of the ticking time bomb. Where I'm just like, okay, he has until at least end of November to be IWGP heavyweight champion.
Wait, end of November?
Well, not November, September,
October.
2nd. You know,
Yeah, cause
he is the end of September, so he's got 2 months basically.
yeah, so he's gonna have to eventually drop that United States title.
Which he's going to. Like, it's just a thing. Like, but I'm fine with it. I'm hoping AEW doesn't make me mad because New Japan is so effing good and Moxley is so good in it.
I just think it would be super cool to have him win the G1 Climax while he's there.
I would. I wanted him to win it as soon as he was in it. As soon as he was announced it was either him or Kenta were my choices. I'm like, okay, we can either do Kenta versus Okada to end the whole damn thing or something else, But that's not happening. So.
But I mean, yeah. Unless Okada can lose, But
Which they got to start having him. He cannot keep winning. I'm sorry.
Which
they're going to it's going to start working against them. Right now they're lucky because they have so many good wrestlers and they're able to do storylines. But if Okada just keeps winning, I'm out. Like I'm just not. I'm not gonna care about that championship title picture. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't care about that title right now. Anyway, I'm more interested in the Intercontinental and the U.S.
Yeah.
Well, I don't give two shits about the heavyweight championship. I don't give two shits.
Well, besides
because he's got it. That's the reason I don't like it. I'll just say that. That's the reason he's got it. I know he's not losing.
Well, besides Evil, you still have Kota Ibushi and Sonata that has to face him.
Yeah.
So.
And Sonata maybe, but Evil I don't see it, man. And they try to screw over my boy Evil sometimes.
And Kota Ibushi.
I like Ibushi, but they don't seem to be focusing on him too much anymore. Yeah. I feel like they were pushing him heavy, but they're just like, they're kind of good on that.
Yeah.
They don't seem to be as interested anymore, which I get. They just because I don't know how committed they think he is, because while he sticks around, it doesn't feel like he's. It feels like he's always more worried about making sure his thing is, because doesn't he have his own wrestling company?
Kota Ibushi.
I could have sworn he did. Like that, I thought he had like a small wrestling company, kind of like Booker T does.
I don't know.
I thought that was. I could have sworn. Drake, stop putting your paws in my mouth. Thank you. But I feel like he had something else going on, like a side gig, that I felt like that was going to keep him from, ever being fully. I don't know. It just felt like they wanted him to be there all the time. But it's just like, well, since you don't seem to be fully vested in this, we can't have you be champion, because he should have been champion by now if that was the case.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Because it's bullshit that he's not. Marty Scurll should be there. He should have never signed to ROH, because everybody and their mama's dipping the hell out of there.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
Even what's her face? Even Emma dipped out, man.
Oh yeah, Tenille Dashwood signed
dipped
with Impact Wrestling. Out.
I'm like, oh yeah, you definitely trying to get up out of there.
Yeah, she signed with Impact Wrestling.
That should be a bad sign for TNA, not TNA, for ROH.
Yeah.
They're like, oh no, I'd rather go to Impact, and these motherfuckers sometimes they don't even use you for a fucking show. So, you wildin'.
But hopefully somehow, some way, it'd be nice to see Moxley win this. They also started announcing competitors for the upcoming Super J Cup. Some that stuck out. We got Taiji Ishimori. We got Ryusuke Taguchi. Karistoco from
Karistoco.
Yeah, I believe from CMLL. Got announced. We also had Sho, Dragon Lee, and the big shocker for me, TJP.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah. Which, I mean, let's be real. TJP does have some New Japan pro wrestling experience as Puma back when he used to wrestle with a mask.
Puma!
But yeah, like I'm actually looking forward to seeing how well TJP does in this Super J Cup.
Yeah, I expect them to be easy. And who's the Super J Cup through? What company is that?
New Japan.
Okay, that's what I was trying to remember.
Yeah.
When does that start?
And it starts Thursday. So it starts in the U.S. in Tacoma, Washington, and San Francisco, California. and Long Beach, California.
Long Beach, California. When are these?
August starts Thursday, August 22nd,
Damn.
in
Okay.
Washington. Saturday, August 24th in San Francisco, and then Sunday, August 25th in Long Beach.
Well,
Um, the
that's cool. They're gonna be in
the
Long Beach. That's cool,
Washington,
though.
the Tacoma show, and the San Francisco show are sold out.
You know what? I want them to have a Super C Cup for Super California Cup. You know, because they could literally. That's the thing about Tokyo, like Japan, where they have all these different prefectures and gyms. They could mirror that same kind of tour in California alone, and not even have to leave the state, and just go to a bunch of small places in California, leading up to like a big show in LA or San Fran or someplace. I don't know,
They
but
might as well call it. They might as well
I
call
kind
it
of
a
hope.
Super J Cup USA.
Yeah, I hope that if they're smart, they will go ahead and do a California centric tournament situation.
Yeah.
So with the LA Dojo, the LA Dojo. I think that should be like definitely on the list of things they're looking to do. Also, because I want to go to like a tournament situation in California and go to all of it.
I
Hopefully,
still
when I'm in there,
I still hope they do come back to Charlotte again, and
I would
minus
love
the.
that. But since I'm trying to move to the West Coast soon, I'm hoping that they have a tournament so I can see all of it and go
Yeah.
to every single one and just travel up and down California for it.
Guess how much ringside seats were
How much?
for the California shows.
Ooh, I can imagine they're expensive as hell. How much?
$150.
Okay, so there was like 6 shows. No, I mean, how many shows are in the G1? How many shows? I don't even know. It was 150.
Uh,
Ridiculous, I know.
I am not sure actually.
But I feel like it'd be at least. Oh my god, I feel like I've watched so many damn matches, and the app is finally getting better about separating single matches, so that if I don't want to watch a 6-man tag, I don't have to.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, because they got real bad at when that would kick on. So
Yeah.
I'm glad because I used to like watching the 6-man, and it also kind of depends on what the matchups are. Because unless it's like a matchup I haven't seen before, I'm good. I guess that's where I'm at now with the 6-mans because it also I was thinking when I was watching the Moxley match,
Uh
he
huh.
hit a move and the crowd was like, "That's the first time somebody hasn't been pinned by it." I'm like, you know what? He does usually win in that match during the tag team matches. He wins with that move and this move and that move. And I'm like, oh yeah, because their tag matches actually matter.
Yeah.
Those tag matches at the beginning, they tend to inform the match they're going to have when it's just 1-on-1.
There you
And I
go.
like and I like the fact that they don't even really I don't know, they don't really even push like tag team stuff right now. They're not even pushing it because it doesn't feel like a loss like it would in WWE where they move on to focus on just singles wrestling because it's
Yes.
a tournament going on.
Yeah,
And
that's fair.
it makes sense why that stuff's not around. It doesn't feel like, oh, I forgot all about GOD. I forgot all about blah blah blah. I haven't. It's just that they're busy,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
and they're usually featured in the tag team matches.
Yeah, you're definitely right about that.
Oh my god, they just do everything better. I'm glad they're. Well, we start ending with New Japan all the time, especially when there's tournaments. They're so much better. It's insane.
They're better. So much
Everybody gets the
better.
New Japan Pro World app, man. It's $10. Stop being a jerk. If you like wrestling, find another wrestling promotion because the other one doesn't deserve you. They think you're a bunch of idiots. If you keep coming back to them, they're going to keep giving you the subpar bullshit, and then people that are used to abusive relationships are just going to say, "Well, they did this. You should be happy." No, 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 no. You're doing the bare minimum. And it's not good enough. Sorry, sorry. That is not you fixing the problems that I have. That's you just moving stuff around and finally like gaining a pulse. That doesn't mean you give a shit. You don't give a shit unless you lose money, as you've shown me. Because when things get worse and worse is when you guys keep trying new things. That actually you're trying new things and you're not just like masking them as new things, but they're just the same old shit. I'm glad. I hope the money keeps like shifting out of there, and I hope the ratings keep dragging. If you're gonna give me bullshit, I hope you get bullshit. Sorry, not just gonna keep supporting a company that gets blood money so much so that they don't have to give a shit about what they put out. Sorry, not doing it anymore.
Dang.
Not all bad people should be rewarded.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Also, Evolve is looking to finalize the rest of its 2019 schedule, so looking
Good,
forward.
bring your happy ass back here.
I knew you were going to say that.
Look at that bullshit. Get back here. I've been in damn New York and shit. Bullshit.
But yeah, man. It looks like they're consistently adding NXT superstars to each of their shows, and
Half of them came from there.
Yeah, yeah. That
pretty much
much is true.
everybody there has been through Evolve at some point, even before all this. Other than the Street Profits, that's the only ones I can think of.
Yeah, that's a fair point, but yeah, they also got a recruitment camp, which Shayna Baszler is going to be one of the teachers.
Nice.
So I thought that was interesting.
If I was 18, I'd be down there trying to get Evolve.
They also have Shine.
Or like GOWGO.
Shine's got some stuff coming up. Allison Kay's about to defend.
They never leave up north, man. They hate us.
What, Shine?
Yeah, and they never leave New Jersey.
Well, their upcoming show is going to be in, I don't know if that's Missouri or Mississippi. Probably Missouri.
Yeah. Okay, Mississippi. I'll tell you, it sounds like probably Missouri. Mississippi sounds like that's too far for them.
Livonia.
Where the fuck? See, that's another reason. You can't come to Concord, my G.
I would love for them to.
You can go to that shit.
But they got Allison Kay is going to defend the Shine Championship in a triple threat match between Ivelisse and Mercedes Martinez.
Sexy so.
So that should be good. So the team of Aja Pereira and Ariel Monroe are known as Team Triple A.
Nice, very nice.
You also... Marty Bell will be there. Okay.
Why is that familiar?
She used to be part of the Dollhouse. She's Dominican.
Oh, okay.
Holiday will be there. Brandy Lauren will be there.
Nice.
Even the Sea Stars will be there. Ashley Vox and Delmi Exo. Nice. Dang, that's not a bad lineup. Dang, Shine's still doing its thing.
They're both whenever they happen. Hell yeah.
But yeah. So hopefully Evolve will add North Carolina back on the tour for at least one more stop before the end of the year.
Yeah, be cool, man.
But that's pretty much all that I have. Oh. We also want to take the time to share and give our condolences of the passing of Harley Race. He passed away today.
R.I.P.
Yeah. I didn't see a lot of Harley Race growing up as a kid because, I mean, he was mainly a wrestler in the 70s.
Yes, he was. But only reason I know of him because of Triple H and Ric Flair.
Right.
Like, my favorite wrestler spoke of him highly.
Yeah. So, but definitely a lot of prestige, definitely a legend, a true legend. And, yeah, he was, I think they said he was 76. But,
yeah.
Definitely a Hall of Famer. And, yeah. So, just very tragic, but R.I.P. Harley Race. But at least I get to play with him in the Legends of Wrestling video games.
Dude, okay, you want to play those games one day, man? I used to like playing those games.
I used to
Can you
like
do a
playing the
tag team?
first
Can
one.
you do tag team? Like they're like a tag team. They're not a tag team storyline. But I used to love those games.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up.
We
Shoot.
can make a tag team tournament.
Make tag team tournament?
Yeah, we can take it over.
Oh, so they are already releasing screenshots of the upcoming WWE 20.
Well, I saw the back one of Bailey's yams. Okay, does she really have a twin sister?
I
Or is the
guess
internet
so.
just fucking with me? Because, good lord.
Yeah, you saw that. You saw that.
Yeah, I was like, googity muggity. Like, yo,
See,
how did that?
See, you can't get on me about Io Shirai.
I mean, I can, because when I say googity muggity, it's like Stay Puft Marshmallow ladies out there, bro. I'm like, whoa, yeah, boy.
Yeah, whatever. You still admitted that Io Shirai was pretty.
Yeah, she's cute, but I don't consider her like thick. You know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about thick. I'm talking about like Allison Kay and Santana Garrett and Penelope. Or sorry, Priscilla.
She's like a mini thick.
Yeah.
If
Because
that's
Priscilla Kelly would be like, "What you talking about, bitch?" For them big thing. For that big thing.
But I guess.
Oh, I forgot Kurt Scott. See, I'm sorry. I watched damn Evolve. I just went back to Evolve, and I was like, "Oh yeah, Kurt Scallion was wearing Kyrie Sane shirt. Whatever."
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Literally the show after ours.
Oh wow.
Kyrie Sane shirt. So that's where he almost damn killed himself
Dang, that's what's up.
during our damn match.
It is so weird now that Kyrie Sane's on a tag team and she can't speak because Paige is the mouthpiece.
Well, yeah. Well, they can't speak because Kevin Dunn hates fucking accents, but whatever.
Yeah.
Once again, WWE is the best. Boo.
But I will still support them as, the Kabuki Warriors. I bought a shirt, so.
Yeah, I'm glad if you're gonna buy merch, definitely buy it for superstars that get bullshit on like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Because, like I said, I mean, it was good that their shirt sold out in Japan, but,
It ain't happening here.
And which is, let me ask you this.
Only because of them. Not the wrestlers, only because of management.
I see. So, let me ask you this, because it still kind of surprised me. Because they haven't been on TV that much, especially after forming the tag team, like, why do you think, even with all that they were able to get a shirt released?
Because they're going to Japan. Guarantee you.
Well,
Guarantee somebody said, we can't leave the Japan money on the table.
Oh, you mean because of the fact that they had a Tokyo tour?
Mm-hmm. I thought it's the only reason. It's the same reason why Jinder Mahal had that Punjabi shirt. He's from damn Canada and shit. It's the same reason why he became champion. They make these moves that are extremely obvious what they're trying to do, and then they fail in execution every time.
Oh, so it's kind of like let me see if I can put the two together. So it's kind of like you're saying okay, with the Japan tour, it's like, oh, we now have these two big name superstars that are Japanese that are prestigious in Japan. They're a tag team now. They're going to be on this tour. This is a great opportunity to capitalize in merchandise sales on the with this Japan home crowd. So
Absolutely. Same
see.
reason why they have all those different cities for Brock Lesnar's shit. Knowing he don't give a shit.
Yeah.
About any city ever, because he don't go to half of them.
True.
So why would he have a shirt for every city?
Right.
Cheap pop, cheap heat, cheap bullshit. It's what they do, and they do it poorly every time. I don't get how they get away with it.
Yeah.
Because But I think it mostly comes down to people just want to support the wrestlers because they know those wrestlers get a cut of that money.
Right. Absolutely.
Now, that being said, I ain't buying a mother effing thing from the damn shop. For me personally. My wife, absolutely. Me, I'm not buying shit from me. And I want the OC shirt. The shirt's cool looking.
Uh-huh.
I just can't do it.
You just can't come to your senses to do it.
Not senses. I can't come to my materialistic impulses to do it. My senses would tell me they'd go fuck themselves. Not the OC, but WWE shirt makers, because most of their shirts are fucking god awful. Right? The ones I've gotten are the ones that I think actually look good. That's the reason I got them.
Yeah.
Okay. Other than that,
everything else look like trash.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
Well, at least you're honest.
I'm sorry, bro.
But anyway, I have nothing else.
Okay.
What about you?
I do have nothing else.
Well, this will cap off our 80th episode.
80th episode.
So one last thing to close us out. If it was up to you, you're in your hands. It's in your hands.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you. Who would you want to be on the cover of WWE 2K20?
Becky Lynch only.
Becky Lynch? Okay.
Yeah, she needs to be on the cover. Bad.
That's a good pick. That's a really good pick. You know who I would put on there?
Who?
Finn Balor.
That's me, right?
Yeah, those are all.
Who?
Finn Balor.
Why would you put Finn Balor up there?
Just, him as the demon, I think would make the cover look cool. I think because it would make the cover look cool.
Well, no, that would be a cool looking cover.
The other ones I was thinking are either Kevin Owens or Becky Lynch.
See, Kevin Owens, I'd be like, nah, just because he just now started doing stuff. That'd be a little quick, I feel.
But watch it end up being freaking Roman Reigns.
It really should. I mean, Roman Reigns could be the feel good thing, but I don't think he should be.
Yeah, because I doubt it'll be Brock. He's already been a cover athlete. It's definitely not Seth Rollins. He's been a cover athlete.
And Seth is an asshole, and I don't want Seth on the cover of that.
And last year's was AJ Styles. So something tells me it's probably going to be Roman.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's Becky. It should be Becky. If there's any justice in the world, it'd be Becky.
Yeah. I think that'd be good. And I'll tell you what, though. They better get those ratings fixed. If I go in there and Kyrie Sane's a 79, I'm a snap. And watch Asuka be like an 80. I'm a snap. But anyway, that's all I got.
You should be able to. Yeah.
Alrighty. You good, brother?
They're hot and they're crackling.
What the heck is he doing?
They cannot be stacked.
Alright, we all set?
You're all set.
Alrighty. Thank y'all so much for tuning into this 80th episode of the Team GOWGO Wrestling Podcast. I almost messed up there.
Good job, bud.
We will see y'all next week for the go home week and see what WWE decides to fix or ruin even more.
We shall see.
Anyway, for Blitzball Champ, for Hollywood Cinema, we bid y'all farewell.
Farewell.